On this week's episode of the Heating Up Podcast, the countdown is officially on. Football is back, and with the Hall of Fame game this week, it's finally time to start looking ahead to the NFL season. Before we dive headfirst into football, we'll clean up everything that's happening around the sports world, mostly just the MLB Trade Deadline, blockbuster moves across the league, and whether anyone actually has done enough to stop the Dodgers. Then we'll pull back the curtain on what's coming up for the Heating Up over the next month, and we will lay out our game plan heading into this NFL season, preview all of the episodes we got planned, and kick off our first round of preseason hot takes, bold predictions, and storylines we'll be following all year long. And of course, we will wrap it all up with Heat Check as we look to start the football season the same way we plan to finish it, making a little bit of money. So lock in, and here we go.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and I'll welcome you to a tradition unlike any other.
He's heating up!
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
He's on fire! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! Boom shakalaka!
You believe in miracles? Yes!
There it goes. See ya.
He's heating up!
Trying to get open, fires away.
Fire! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer!
Welcome to this week's episode of the Heating Up Podcast. As always, I'm Sasha here with my wonderful co-hosts Sara and Mike, and Tariq Skubal has gone to the Dodgers. Sure, they can lose in theory, but can they really?
No.
Is it just over?
Well, I mean, their whole rotation is injured.
Kind of. The guys that are left are still like, I don't know, what, top 5 rotations in the league?
Their depth is, it doesn't matter, I don't think.
It's silly.
I forgot they had the closer from the Mets.
Yeah. Fucking play the trumpets.
The guy with the trumpets. I was like,
Yep.
damn, they got him too. Did I send you guys that funny tweet?
Which
The
one?
Dodgers are 2 weeks away from acquiring a nuclear weapon. And
Oh,
there
yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag Netanyahu.
Netanyahu. That's my favorite thing. People just tweeting BB Netanyahu anytime somebody's doing something they don't like.
I like all of these stories, I always tend to, Jeffrey, put on your earmuffs, like the Rams getting all these players and Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
I don't think this always ends. It never ends that way. Like it doesn't. Like the Miami Heat with LeBron, Dwayne, they didn't win 5, 6, 7 championships. They did win 2, and it did take time, and they were embarrassed by the Dallas Mavericks in like the greatest.
But this is also
finals
different
ever.
because they have already won 2 in a row, and now they're doing this. And also, baseball is kind of such an individual sport. Like, it's not like, oh, you know, the guys got to get together and play together, figure out each other's idiosyncrasies. It's now just like, kind of, you got to have a couple people hot at the right times, and it's like they have enough people that can all be hot. You know, if Shohei is having an off day, like it doesn't matter. If fucking Blake Snell gets injured, it's like, I guess it kind of doesn't matter. It's like they just have more guys that can just plug and play in these holes that are like Cy Young winners, all-stars, multiple-time all-stars. It's crazy. Obviously, anything can happen. So another team can get hot. Your pitcher fucking goes crazy. Like it's not a foregone conclusion, but you know, this is kind of like the Warriors adding KD.
Is it racist that like I never know which Japanese pitcher is which when I look at that? Like there's Yamamoto, but then there's that one
Shohei.
who was like super tall. Who's the really?
There's Shota he's actually pitching tonight on the Cubs. I don't even know if that's the same guy you're talking. You're talking about just the Japanese pitchers on the Dodgers.
The Dodgers have like multiple ones, and I always find myself like getting mad at myself because I'm like, that's racist, and it's only a thought in my head of like, I'm like, which one's the tall Japanese guy?
Until now, yeah.
Well, no, listen, Trust Tree. We're all in here together.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. They've got that's him, Roki Sasaki.
Yep.
He's only 6'2". That's even more.
Yeah, there's 3
I
of
thought
them.
he was a giant.
That's 7. That's 7 feet for a Japanese guy.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yep.
And
then they got
Shohei
Shohei.
Ohtani. All right, well, I guess it's only 3 of them. I can never get them straight. They're apparently 2 of them are really good. That Shohei guy.
Something about that guy. I don't know if Sarah's been kind of locked in the MLB. I think he's good.
Not locked in, but probably good.
Shohei Ohtani, probably good. Print the quote.
I do know. But he is injured, so
yeah.
Well,
Well,
semi-injured.
Mike. I mean, honestly, Mike, I've been seeing this go around, and I'm surprised you haven't been on it first. Is that the whole the collusion argument that that all of the owners are colluding and letting the Dodgers do this so that everybody can actually side with the owners and then eventually put in a salary cap, because there's no way that anybody would ever be on the side of these billionaire owners not just finding a way to pay their fucking players and go out and make their team more desirable and be able to sell some things, like be able to sell their team. So instead, it's like, you know what, we'd rather put a salary cap in, and the only way to do that is to make this egregious super team that would be impossible otherwise.
Well, don't you think that's part of it? I do.
Absolutely. There we go. See, there we go. Okay.
I don't think we're playing baseball next year.
I was just upset. I didn't hear it from you first. That was like, you're my guy. You're my guy.
A lot of times I feel pressured by my two co-hosts to tone it down with the conspiracies. But you know what? If you want to know, I believe this is also a conspiracy.
Good. How deep does this go?
Are you pro or for or against salary cap in MLB?
Pro.
Yeah. Sasha?
I think these owners are pussies. You're billionaires. Go out and try to fucking go spend your money. I think that this is all a ploy to make us side with these owners. Like, we have to have a salary cap. It's like, how about if you're just one of these shitty owners, like, go find a way to fucking buy these guys. Go open. You're a billionaire. Open the checkbook. Fuck you.
But they're the only teams. Yeah. But they're the only teams that. This is the only sport that doesn't have it, and like, you're seeing exactly why you need it.
Premier League doesn't have it.
Play for the Dodgers. Okay. Boy, I forget again. How does Premier League work?
But there's relegation, so people need to spend money, or else they're going to make less money because they'll be relegated. There is a tangible negative effect for not trying to spend whatever money you make, because you will just be relegated and make less money. Here, these guys can just be shitheads, be like, I guess nobody wants to come to Pittsburgh. I guess I just won't try to buy anybody, and we'll still charge $15 for a hot dog and have an empty stadium because, woe is me, it's Pittsburgh. We don't want to get fucking people here.
Okay, but when you're in the Premier League, like, England is like the size of what state, would we say?
I don't know. Completely random.
Texas?
No, are you talking people-wise, or are you talking land-wise?
All right, but here's my point. Living in L.A. has all these tremendous upside things versus living in Tampa. Well, ironically, the Rays are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in England, who cares where you're playing? What I'm saying is they also always will have a geographical advantage to being, like, New York used to be that. And maybe will be that now with the communal grocery stores. I don't know, but L.A., it's like you have everything that is. You have beautiful weather every day, the ocean, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather. Did I say that? Whereas in England, it's raining here, it's raining there, it's raining everywhere.
Yeah.
No? Is that a bad point? I don't know. It's what I got.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's like
everybody's obviously going to want to go to L.A.
Well, right, but but that's where it's where the best soccer in the world is. People are leaving the beaches of Brazil to go play in foggy London town because that's where the best soccer is. It's like, and if a team,
that's a totally different league. My point is, if the team in Brazil. So here's my point: if Brazil was in the Premier League, players would want to fucking go to Brazil. Do you know what I mean? Like the best teams in the Premier League would be there.
But there are also there are also people that are coming to play in the MLS right now because they're getting paid more. It's a worse league, but like I can go cash a check. So you're telling me if the Brewers weren't offering more money to somebody, to some free agent, it wouldn't at least be in the conversation? And like you can keep driving that up. There would be people that would just go take the check. There would be the James Hardens of the world who are just like, Yeah, of course. I could go play in LA. I could go play in New York, but I'm going to make $10 million more playing in Oakland. I'm going to make $10 million more playing in Dallas. It's like there's going to be people that just go do that because the people are willing. They're not just like, oh, well, we don't stand a chance. It's like, yeah, people want to win, but this is still a business at the end of the day, and the people can, if they want to get paid, they can go make it happen. Maybe I'm just being. Maybe I'm missing something. There's certainly a lot more to it, and of course, if somebody is making the same amount of money and has the option to win a title, go live in somewhere much nicer, they're going to do that. But I hate these people that are just like, we need to like it. I don't like feeling manipulated, and this feels like a real like conspiracy that I would believe in, that they're trying to manipulate the public to curry favor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I just think.
Sorry. Yeah.
I don't know. Are you sure that they would go for extra money to live in, play for the Royals,
Milwaukee,
versus playing for the Dodgers? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, how many? I know people that. I mean, I know people that would get
James Harden won.
How many shitty places do travel nurses go live for 6 months a year because they're making $5-10 more an hour?
Yeah, but this is generational wealth either way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is like, they don't, either way, but people are still taking more money. Every time somebody doesn't take the most money, it's like national news. It's like, can you believe Jalen Brunson only took a $111 million contract? Only?
Well, after taxes, do you know that that's really not that much money? It's like a real taxes, man. All I'm going to say, all I think is, I think that the geographical big city thing, I just think all sports should have a salary cap. It is some level of, what do you want to call that? Where everybody can be, it's some level of competitiveness, right?
Mm-hmm, I agree.
Sarah, what do you think?
No, I think for sure, especially in baseball, I just feel like the gap, and I get what you're saying, Sasha, like these owners should be able to fork up the money for it, but some of them are not, and we see that in football too. But I feel like the gap is not quite as wide between the good and the bad teams, whereas baseball, I just feel like it's just growing and growing. So there has to be some sort of regulation here in order to keep it competitive.
Mm-hmm. However, there is one thing we aren't talking about, which I do think is to blame for the GMs. The Dodgers also have like the best farm system.
Yes.
They're not going out and buying that.
Right.
And that, you can't throw up your hands and say there's nothing we can do. You absolutely can get better at player development. And the Yankees are the prime example, just sending down Anthony Volpe and Jason Dominguez, the Martian.
Your boy.
They are sending him back to whatever planet he came from because those were their top prospects. And they came up and they stunk. Oh, Volpe was good for a minute. And now they're calling up Lombard.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
The guy looks fucking. This might be the guy.
He's the guy.
But I'm saying the Dodgers have the assets to go trade for these players.
Yep.
Whereas these other teams don't. So that there's two sides. But the going out and just signing fucking people hated it when the Yankees were doing it. I kind of didn't love that the Yankees were doing it because I'm like, oh man, what are we just going to buy a World Series? Like that's stupid. I think that, and then you know what's really funny? We never won a World Series when we were doing all that shit.
Yep.
We didn't. So I agree there's I think all sides are correct, but baseball has to figure it out. And
I agree. I don't know if they will.
Well, here's the thing. Like, they need to figure it out, and the players need to fucking deal with it, and they need to negotiate well and not have a lockout, because if you don't have a season, baseball's in big trouble.
Banana ball takes over.
You're going to have the Savannah Bananas. Between that and the W, man, what a summer we're going to have next year.
Yeah.
Pure entertainment, pure joy.
If that happens, I mean, do you think, like, if the MLB locks out, I mean, do you think that there's some AAA guys or whatever that says, like, fuck it, I can twerk, I can be a banana?
You never know what could happen, and something could really happen.
I could go shake my ass and walk on stilts. Sign me up. I can go do that.
Wait, do you guys know that I went to college with the main top Savannah Banana? Jackson
The top
What?
banana?
Yeah. He was on the baseball team. The top banana. Jackson Olden. He's
Are you talking like
he's
a
going to be
player or like the guy in
Yeah.
the suit?
No, he's he does wear a suit sometimes, but he's a player. He is going to be
Okay.
dancing with the stars. Jackson Olsen.
And you went to college with. Let's get him on the pod. What are we doing here?
He was a little younger than
you
me.
guys-
I think he was a freshman when I was a senior on the baseball team.
Frosh.
So we mostly have mutual friends. But
Okay.
I'll see.
All right. Let's get him to a party.
he
Let's
might
get
be
him
busy
involved.
dancing with the stars right now, but I'll try my best.
We are not
crazy.
that far below Dancing with the Stars in terms of things he should hit in the media cycle.
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely. Get him on
Out there.
before he becomes big. We could do that. It's so crazy. Well, I would say that's enough MLB talk. Anybody else care about anything else that happened during the trade deadline? Adley Rutschman is a fucking Red Sox, which is very
To
annoying.
the Sox. The Yankees traded for what is his? Help me out here.
Garcia.
Yeah, Luis. Is it Luis? Luis
Luis
Garcia, and he hit
Yep.
a fucking nasty home run.
Yeah.
And the Yankees lost because Cam Schitler had the worst. He schlit his pants, and the Yankees got.
They
blown
came
out
back
with
though. I was excited. I thought it was going to happen. It was like we
was
went down
sick.
6-0, up 7-6, and then immediately just down 13-7 the next inning.
Boy, and how right was I about? Remember, I started talking about Ben Rice a couple years ago. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah.
I started picking him to hit home runs. Ben Rice is. I spent 15
He's
minutes
good.
yesterday watching Ben Rice highlights of just him just cranking home runs. He is awesome.
Yeah.
It's too
Really
bad.
good.
I don't think Judge is coming back. I think that's the story.
They're being very, very facetious about it. I don't like the way that they're talking about it.
Yeah. And the Cubs, my Cubs, you might have gotten Tarek Skubal, but they got Clay Holmes.
Big game today. Yes. Big game, Clay. Statement win last night for the Cubbies, and then we'll see what they can keep doing against the Dodgers, against Skubal. First start tonight.
I'm telling you guys, Cubs, they're a real. They're going to be the ones that break up this Death Star over there in L.A.
And then the Yankees beat them in the World Series. That's enough baseball for me. That felt good though. That was good, guys. We did a whole 15 minutes on baseball. I didn't know we had that in us.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, that was really nice. Very good. Very good. Now it's time for the NFL preseason because this is basically the NFL preseason is starting for us. We're going to actually get some NFL teams playing this week, if you can call it that. I guess I think Carson Beck might be starting. I mean, it may not be the best NFL football. There's going to be NFL uniforms out on a field this week, so that means it's time for us to start organizing our lives. So this week we're going to do a little kickoff, some storylines, maybe some early hot takes, and then give you guys a little preview of what's coming for the next couple weeks up until the season starts. So next week we are going to be doing the AFC preview, which of just North, South, and West. The following week we are going to do the NFC preview, North, South, and West. Week 3, we're doing AFC East and NFC East just with our teams. We figure give ourselves a little bit more time, a little more room to breathe, really break down our thoughts on those divisions. Then week 4, Super Week, we are doing full official best bets, season-long awards, playoffs, Super Bowl predictions. We might break this bitch into 2 parts. This is gonna be a beast.
two-parter.
Maybe a 3-parter. I don't know. We'll see if we can get keep Sara awake. And then right before we're going to the season opens on Wednesday, September 9th. Day before that, we are going to put the podcast out for the full Week 1 preview. So whole bunch of fun things. Week 1 preview picks and then a little cleanup. Season 2026 opens on a Wednesday, September 9th. Seattle hosting New England in a Super Bowl 55 was what LX Super Bowl LX rematch. It is the first Week 1 Super Bowl rematch since anybody have a guess? Anybody remember?
Is it last year? The year before?
Nope. Not since
years
2016, Denver, Carolina, Week 1 Super Bowl rematch. I was surprised. I always felt like they did that, they would start the season off, but it was, I guess, usually they would just do something else. It was usually the Chiefs playing somebody or the Bills playing somebody. But it's been 10 years, so we get a Super Bowl rematch right off the rip, which I'm very excited about. Watch the
Patriots are going to get destroyed.
get their shit
You know
kicked
that,
in.
right? They're going
yeah.
to take Seattle. Are they in Seattle?
I believe so. It might be. I don't know. It might be the banner day?
They are going to. Vrabel's going to have to walk through fire. He's going to have to do a shame walk. And
that's good. Yeah.
What is the spread? It's got to be out. Hold on. This is go. Get
Yeah,
ready.
it is.
Everybody
Patriots
buckle up.
visiting
Summer's
Seahawks.
over. Summer's
I'm
over.
We're
gonna
locking in.
say
Summer's over.
Seahawks minus 2.5.
That's what I was going to guess too. I'm going right on that.
It's 3.5. Hammer. Take out a loan on your house. Seahawks minus 3.5. They're going to now. Let's get through. Remember, and this is why I'm glad that
Injuries,
we're doing it
yes.
this way. And we get to do our maybe even a two-parter when we're at the end of preseason, when we know when things have shook up and shooken, and whoever died in San Francisco between now and then from the power station or whatever, and when it gives the Bills enough time to get Vita Vea so I can finish.
He wants out,
and I want in. I want to be. I want him in me. So
I can't think of him. He's got to be top 5 guys you don't want in you. You know that shit stinks.
If we're gonna win a title,
He's not wearing gloves. Yeah, he doesn't wear gloves. Do you think he's wearing a condom? Hell no.
We're gonna win a Super Bowl. You have to pull that guy off me.
Good luck. You need a couple. Yeah, just gonna have Greg Rousseau watching. That's disgusting. Well, this kind of goes in perfectly because I just spent some time today. I spent a whole lot of time racking my brain. It was like, I just want some way too early takes, and I want to throw some things out there, and I want to get your guys' feelings. You guys feel free to jump in if you have any as well. I'm going to start with the first one. I don't think this is going to be too shocking. Neither participant in the Super Bowl from last year is going to make it back.
I'm still really high on Seattle.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else in the NFC would be.
Well, I got to tell you, they're not my pick to go, but you're going to have to tune in 4 weeks because it's going to surprise you. And I have to
I'm
make
very
sure.
excited for that.
Although it could be them once I listen. I'm
You're still marinating.
tightening things up, but early in the clubhouse, my shocker's coming out of the NFC.
Okay, I like
Generally
this.
speaking, we haven't had repeats lately aside from the Chiefs. So I think that's a fair take.
That's kind of. I feel like we kind of have. I feel like there's been a lot of like just the rotating. It's like, oh, it's been the same since 2023. It's been a lot of the Chiefs, a lot of the Eagles, a lot Rams. It's been a lot of just kind of the same few teams that are all just orbiting the same thing. I think last year was the first time in a couple years. I mean, it was still from 10, 50 to whatever it was, 10 years prior. So it wasn't like that crazy. But I feel like last year was the first year where it was like, oh, like these weren't teams at the beginning of the season that people were putting in there to definitely go to the Super Bowl. Everybody was saying the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bills. So it was the first time it was a little different. So I kind of like that. I agree with I think where you were going. I think this is going to continue. There's going to be some parity that continues, and other teams are going to kind of look around and see that there's some different matchups going on. They're not as expected as it's been the last few years. And I think because of that, I think a lot of that is because I think this copycat theory that always happens in the league where it's like, oh, see what's working, see who's winning. People are going to keep doing that again. I think people are going to try to be Seattle, but I don't think they can. It's kind of what you were just talking about with the Dodgers. You can go buy, like people can go buy players. What you can't do is you can't fake a farm system. So I think Seattle's championship, they're going to have a lot of teams that are now like, you know what we got to do? We need speed and versatility on defense. We need lighter, like positionless personnel, guys that can float around, rush the passer, but we can also step back, drop back in coverage. We've simulated pressure instead of actually sending 6 rushers. Offense that's all about creating space and pre-snap before with a retread quarterback and like young players, inexpensive contracts. The trap is that not everybody can. You can't just copy that. Everybody's going to try to copy the result versus actually the underlying process of what they did. And I think a lot of teams are going to maybe ruin themselves trying to do that. I think all these teams are going to come out. We're going to be faster and more multiple. There's going to be a handful of us of them that are all like we're going to be and then I think because of that, a lot of these teams on defense are just going to become smaller and worse against the run. So my take here, what I think is going to start happening now. I think that these teams, the way that it's going to go, these teams are good. The way to go, we're going to have to take a complete left turn. I think the game is going to start going away from that air raid offense because all these teams are going to have these light, fast guys, try to rush the quarterback, really good at covering deep. I think it's going to be get some big, gigantic offensive linemen, 12 personnel, and rushing down the hill is going to start coming back this year. This is where it starts. This is a 5-year take, but I think this is where it starts.
The running backs will love that, obviously.
Yes.
I guess I could see it. I mean, the shifts, I don't know if it's going to be that soon. I feel like we're still a couple years from that happening. And just like the general play, I mean, I don't think either of us watch that much college football, honestly, to really speak to us, but they kind of are tailoring this already as well, like faster, speed, multiple, can play in multiple positions and excel at it. So I feel like that's fueling kind of the opposite a little bit of what you're predicting right now. But at some point, it always shifts in the NFL. It's going to shift back to a run-heavy offense at some point, but I feel like we're a couple years away from that.
I also think it's because you see so many of these quarterbacks get injured, and as soon as a quarterback goes down, it's like these teams are just fucked. Where obviously the same can happen if you rely on the offensive line, if you rely on a specific running back and the second guy just can't do it. That can happen at any position. But I see these teams, it's like they have 2-3 running backs by committee that are all like decent guys. And if you the Cowboys made a shitload of money on it and they won a bunch of Super Bowls doing exactly that. It's like, let's build on the lines. Let's figure that out. If we can get a competent quarterback that can just put the ball where we need to, run the game, manage the game, it's like that looks really good. And if these defenses are getting a little bit smaller and faster and people are just blindly trying to copy what Seattle did without any of the, like, actually understanding the mechanics of it, these defenses might be ripe to just get fucking ran all over.
Yeah, but I guess, the Bills are changing their the Denver Broncos and now the Bills are going to be teams that are going to try to look more like Seattle did, like where they're smaller, they're attacking from the Bills are going from a 4-3 to a 3-4. I think the athleticism in general is so much higher at all these positions that it doesn't. Like the era of the big, like the Bills, we tried to. I'm using the Bills as an example because I know them best. Our offensive line, we tried to beef up to stop that, and we did. James Cook led the lead in rushing. But you ultimately need to be able to move the ball beyond running the ball. You have to be able to pass the ball. You have to have athletic receivers to match. If they have an athletic secondary and linebackers that can play well in coverage, and you could shut down the pass, which these teams don't have the balls, and the coaches' egos are too big to just run the rock. I kind of agree with you that in a lot of ways it's like go run the ball 3 times, and then if you're close, run it a 4th, like the Eagles kind of.
Yeah, but
like
I also think a little bit of
trying to turn Jalen Hurts into a passer. I think they'd be better.
I also feel like the Bills are like exactly the missing link I'm kind of talking about. It's like it's not just go all one way or all the other. It's that the Bills have built this thing where it's like we got big offensive linemen, we're going to run the ball, but when we need to, we have Josh Allen to go be Superman to make these throws. I mean, that's been their whole thing. They've basically just said, "Fuck it, we'll just pick some guys up off the street at receiver. We'll have Josh Allen be magical, and we have some amazing offensive linemen and running back that can move the ball down the field."
I think for argument's sake, let's leave Josh Allen out of this because he's a freak unicorn, one of one, greatest touchdown scorer.
It's just going to make you mad.
Yeah. Hall of Famer. No, I just mean it's hard to. How can you put anybody in this example? Like he is here, and then there's the rest of the league. Like we have to build the team differently because we have literally Superman playing quarterback. But I get what I agree with what you're saying. I think it's all going to depend on quarterback play. I feel like we have not seen a real development in these last few years. What quarterback has been drafted and then gotten good? Think about it. Since Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. And Joe Burrow was before them. So, and is Joe Burrow good? We're going to spend all year trying to fucking figure that out again.
Well, Jackson Dart is going to be.
Okay, Jackson Dart. Is Caleb Williams? We'll find out this year. Jalen... oh my gosh.
Hurts.
Not good. Thought he was good. He came out and said he was good. Turns out he's not good. Hurts was good, won a Super Bowl. Was he ever really good? I don't think he was good.
Game manager. He's
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. probably not good. Daniel Jones, bad, really bad, kind of good towards ACL. I have no idea. Sam Darnold, bad for 6 years. Now is he good? But maybe he just goes. I feel like nobody has ascended since Tom Brady, besides Mahomes, Allen. Lamar Jackson, but Lamar doesn't win in the playoffs. He's a fucking loser. But
do you hear that, Sarah? Clip it.
He's a fucking loser. Right, you heard it. Joe Burrow, went to a Super Bowl. Matt Stafford, really good. They're gonna pound the rock my ass. They're gonna throw the ball.
Yeah.
There's so few guys who you as a quarterback, I feel like you almost have to get to a level. This is what pisses me off with the Bills. It's like, what has Josh Allen? Josh Allen, you should have gone out and gotten DK Metcalf or go get George Pickens when he starts flipping out in 6 weeks in the Dallas. Like, go get a number one receiver.
You were a Pickens fan.
But
cut it out.
Yeah,
I love Pickens.
I do. Remember you loved him? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's back.
I still do. Still do.
But you remember,
there's very few good quarterbacks, is what I'm saying. I think we
don't you feel
have
like
a real problem at quarterback.
But don't you? I agree. But don't you feel like the Bills are almost building like some of these other teams should that don't like they're building like what Seattle did, where it's like we have a game manager. We kind of just want a quarterback that's not going to make mistakes, and we're going to put all of our money in running back and offensive line and try to do some defense and just hope some things can happen. When realistically, they should be going all in like a Chiefs did, where it's like, fuck it, let's make a move for a wide receiver. Let's do these things while we have this guy. Whereas all these other teams are like doing what the Chiefs did without a Mahomes Allen archetype, and it's like you shouldn't be doing that. That's where you should be doing what Seattle's doing, where it's like, let's build everything else that can make a mediocre quarterback decent, and then if we do hit on a quarterback or we need to make a trade for a quarterback, now all of a sudden the groundwork's been laid and they can step in and they can play because the rest of the team's been built.
Right. I think ultimately, even though football is as popular as it's ever been, I think the quarterback position is at a real bad. We're in a hopefully a time where it changes, where we get some more of these guys. Like maybe Drake May, and I don't want him to be, but maybe he is going to be good. I mean, I don't think so. But I do think Caleb Williams is going to be really good. I do think I think Sam Darnold's going to have a really good rest of his career. I think if Baker Mayfield, I don't know if he's going to stay healthy, but I do think he could be good, like for the rest of his career. If he stays. I think what's his name on the Saints?
Tyler Shook.
Shook. I think Shook's good. We'll see.
Need to see more.
Trevor Lawrence. Who knows? Probably not.
You think Joe Milton's got it in him? Joe Milton?
He could throw it far.
Jackson Dart.
Really far.
Jackson Dart. Maybe. Dak Prescott? We haven't even talked about Dak Prescott.
Okay, no one's commenting. Dak Prescott put up numbers the past 3 years. Their problem
Guy
was
always
not
puts
offense.
up numbers.
It was not offense. It's defense. So I feel like they're kind of a little irrelevant to this pass versus run conversation, because I guess that gets to my point on them this year. Their offense is calling themselves gaudy, greatest offense there is right now. Kind of like the greatest show. It's a play on like the greatest show on turf, but the greatest offense there is. Like it's saying like they're going to go out there and put on a show every week, basically. Is what
GOTI, gaudy.
Yeah.
Like greatest offense there is.
Yeah. I love it.
How do you feel about
bulletin
that?
Bulletin board material.
You love it.
I love it because it was not supposed to come out. It seems like it was something that was developed. Like they were referencing themselves even in like preseason workouts at Dak Prescott's house with the receivers and such. And I think it was Tyler Smith came out and said it in a press conference, and then it kind of just ran from there. But they're obviously doing their own thing offensively because they have the weapons right now. They have to take advantage. They have Pickens and CeeDee Lamb right now this year who are both playing very well. Dak Prescott's throwing the ball very well. He's getting up there. He's 32. They have to go all in this year. And I like the mentality that they're doing it. Their defense has a long way to go, but if their offense is going to go out there and try and show out every week, then who am I to stop that?
Gotti.
I always love it when shit like that happens, because you always, Sarah, it's like you just look at these guys, and I mean, idolize is too strong a word for a bunch of mid 30 people to say. Where it's like these guys that's like we just sit there and watch them and root for them. But then, sometimes you hear them talk and you hear shit like that, and I think this is the correct medical term. But sometimes you just realize that they're retarded.
I wouldn't go as far as say that. I mean, I support this. Would I be flipped? I can see the bias. I'm biased, obviously, though, in this discussion, but I like it. I mean, it's good for camaraderie. They're talented. You cannot argue. Probably one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver duo in the league, based on last year.
Greatest there is, potentially.
Potentially, we don't know yet. We'll see.
Should it be P.
Yeah.
Gotti? Potentially the greatest offense there is.
Oh, P. Gotti. We'll see how the P. Gotti.
Yeah, I like that. Just saying
Gotti.
Gotti.
It sounds like he's like racing in the Tour de France, and we're losing bets on him. I said France. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you did. You went all in.
What's more impressive, Dak Prescott's passing yards or Tony Romo's blood alcohol level while driving a vehicle?
Tight.
Tight? Who stretches more before it's game time?
Oh, for sure, Tony.
Did you see the AI video that they did?
I didn't see the AI.
Like the full hip opening.
Oh, that's funny. Like the Dak Prescott hips. Yeah, that's really funny.
Oh my God! I fell for
it the first time.
I thought it was real.
It looks so real, scary.
The real video was funny enough for me.
Yeah.
You watch him like have PTSD when he asked him if he had any head injuries. When he's literally getting down, like activating his glutes and hamstrings before they ask him to walk in a line.
Wild. Not a good look.
My favorite. We found some shooters in your bag. Yeah, but they weren't open, right? They were full.
Sasha.
Oh, that's.
It looks so real.
Everybody tuned into YouTube. Get to. AI is too good.
It's scary. That's scary. He wasn't really doing it well enough, but it's still. That's what made it believable.
Crying.
That's
Because
really
I watched
funny.
I watched all the body cam, because I find that shit hilarious, and then I was for a minute I was like, did I miss that? Was he really doing hip thrusts? He was not. He's not going to be on the call this year. It sounds like he's out.
Yeah, J.J. Watt.
Are we happy about that? We're going to miss him?
I am.
I don't know.
I'm biased. I can agree he was not as good and was definitely downtrending, but I still feel like he's better than some others out there.
But I want to hear his takes on the P. Gotti.
Yeah. He never gets to Cowboys, though, really.
I do feel like there's enough clips, and I've had enough personal experiences where I was like, get Tony Romo the fuck off. Get him out of here. I wanted to mute him. Because he felt trapped as much as any of them as like one storyline, and that's like all the research he did, and he's just going to keep talking about it even if the game has gone totally away from it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're also pissed because he called was that the AFC Championship game?
I don't know. I couldn't.
Oh, is that it, Sarah? Did you uncover something?
The catch, no catch.
Do you think I was listening to the announcers at that point, or was I just
because I feel
screaming
like,
and
I do feel like
eating my
was like a little
drywall in my
annoying
house?
and like kind of assessing what they might turn the call. And I feel like I distinctly remember you getting pissed at him and lashing out in the episode. So that's where I'm feeling like this is coming from.
The human mind does an amazing job of. I don't even remember. I just remember how it made me feel. How about him and Chris Collins? And Chris Collinsworth, too. He's the next one. I hope he's out having a couple shooters and driving around. Because he's another one who just got awful. He was Micah Parsons last year, remember?
Oh,
Micah Parsons. And he didn't do anything. And it was the whole game. He's like, oh, almost got him there. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Can we just talk about the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mad. I can't wait.
Can't wait to just get mad about this. Absolutely. Oh, it's the best. Let's see what else I got. Oh, as of today, also this one came to me just today. Receiver bubble is going to burst. Zay Flowers, 4 years, $140 million. Woo! Wide receivers are expensive.
Wow.
I like Zay Flowers. He's good, but $140 million over 4 years, good? I don't know. This is still at the end of the day.
Enough for that.
I know.
It's like he's not utilized enough to deserve that at all.
That is like a guy who can't get a girl real quick. It's a guy who can't get a girl and then finally sleeps with a girl for the first time and marries her. That's what this feels like to me. It's
Let's say Flowers caught a couple passes.
The Ravens
and
could not get a receiver, and now the first girl that finally bats their eyelashes, and they're married.
Right. deletes all of his friends' numbers. Just like I can't. Yeah, like
That's it. Yeah, fires
Yeah.
their coach. Get out of here. We're just going to look at Zay. We're going to go solo.
yeah, because it's
Too
true. It's just
little.
like it's just so much money, and it's like I think the elite guys are always going to get paid, but it's like at the end of the day, these receivers getting that. They rely on quarterback accuracy, pass protection, play design, the state of the game, defensive coverage choices. It's like there's so much else going on there, and they need to be an elite guy, I feel like, to earn that kind of money. And is Zay Flowers a Jamar Chase type guy? Is Zay Flowers a Puka Nacua type guy? I don't. And by that I mean Nazi. Yeah. Yeah.
How many of those games, and I would have to really dig in, were the Ravens stat padding because they did a shitload of that last year?
Yeah. Yeah. It
Running
could be a lot.
teams out of the building because
Yeah.
well, how did he do in big games? I'm going to say not great.
Yeah. I don't.
You
I
wanna
can't
know
think
how
of
he
any
did?
big ones.
I'll tell you how he did in the playoffs because I still have him pulled up here.
It's your phone background.
Zay Flowers in the playoffs last year, postseason. He played in 2 games. He had 9 catch. Oh, sorry. This was in 2023. Has he not played in the postseason either of the last 2 years?
Were they not? Give him 140 mil. Fast.
He's 5'9", 183, and has shown you since 2023 that he can't get through the season.
That's a small man. 140 mil.
140. I mean, he had 1,211 yards and 5 touchdowns. And I'm telling you, if I go through this game log, he put up 143 against us in that first week. Remember that game?
Yeah.
Remember when we beat them? Remember? We were getting our asses kicked, and then we beat them 41-40. What a sick game. Good job, Zay Flowers. You lost. He put up 124 in a loss. He put up 138. So every time he went over 100 yards, they lost.
That's bad.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Garbage time.
I love it for them. Tie up your cap with Zay Flowers. God bless.
Yes. Chef's kiss. And then I'm just going to run through. I got a list of general takes here. I want to hit you and see if any of these really upset you. I don't think they will, but these were just my takes that I was marinating on. The Rams are not going to have the number 1 seed in the NFC.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yep. The Patriots will not make the playoffs.
I can get on that.
AFC East is really bad.
It is, but that's
all I'm
okay.
gonna say.
What about the whole AFC? The New York this one's I guess just more for me. I don't know if anybody cares about this. The Giants will finish with a top 5 pressure rate. That one is a lock. I don't know, but I've done a lot of research. I'm going to be much more of a pressure rate guy this season than a sacks guy. That's just how it's going to happen.
This is even on here is making me laugh.
Yeah,
right
I just
now.
had to. I just tried to bury it in here. A team will win.
Wild take. I'm gonna have
Coming in here.
You better get your
Go
fingers
for
on the
a
pulse there.
We're gonna do the Premier League update followed by pressure rate.
Yeah, sacks don't matter. It's all about pressure rate. It's all about pressure rate. A team will win its division with 9 victories, 9 wins.
That's very on brand for the NFC East or South.
NFC East is going to be good. I'm going, NFC South, AFC North. At least one 2025 playoff team will finish last in their division.
Ooh.
Gonna have to tune in for the rest of the episodes for me to say who it is.
Let me go to the wild card here.
You're thinking the Panthers?
Wait, number 1 teams?
No, a team with just a playoff team will finish last.
Steelers, Panthers. No, they're not the Steelers. Steelers, the Browns.
We got some options.
Well, yeah, the Eagles are there.
I love that for you.
Spoiler alert: Carolina.
We got some
Panthers
options. Yeah, don't
that's
spoil it yet. That's why we're just doing teasers here. And then I was looking up rule changes. Not a whole lot that really caught my eye except for one. This was a fun rule change that I think something funky. There's going to be some coach that gets a wild hair in their ass. A coach is going to try an onside kick in the first half. Because now the onside kick, the declaring, you still have to declare, but now it's just not like before. It could only be in like the last 2 minutes of a game when you could declare. Now you can declare an onside kick whenever you want. I think there's going to be some analytics nerd that's going to try to like go out and do it at the end of the first half, do something weird where we're just declaring a random onside kick. It's no more surprises like it used to be, but I think a team is going to run some play and try to. There's going to be some coach that's going to try this onside kick outside of a normal time.
It's funny you bring this up because I was just watching a clip today because I'm full back in. Shane Steichen with the Colts last year, they ran a fake punt and then converted it against the Texans and then kept the punting unit out on first down and ran another play.
Okay.
No, it worked because the Texans had 12 guys on the field because they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right, because right. I guess if you're keeping the guys on the field, right, then the defense doesn't have a chance to substitute.
First down punting unit out there, they're like, "What do we do?" And then once they counted 12, they snapped the ball. Pretty.
I like that. Just doing some crazy shit. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I wish they would figure out the onside. The problem is it can never. It has to almost never work. That's the thing. It has to almost never work, or it's going to be mash that button and it won't be any fun.
Yeah. But my favorite one that I'm surprised more people don't try is just the kick it as hard as they can straight at 'em move. I get it's better if you just miss it and it goes out of bounds, but like those ones where they just kick it, it hits off a guy's chest because it's going like 80 miles an hour, those are the best.
I feel like every year it's like, oh, someone's got it. Like they say, like, someone's perfected like the squiggly kick or stuff like that.
So somebody's going to try,
They don't.
And then they always come out. The announcers like prep you for it, and the guy comes out and hits the shittiest kick ever.
Doesn't even go 10 yards. Yeah,
right to the play or right into the defender, and they're like, "Oh well."
That's feels like the one thing in the NFL that somehow like a Belichick, even these like these special teams coaches, nobody's even tried to really perfect it.
Because I feel like Mike said, I feel like it's just like made to be very difficult, but just left up to like a small amount of chance where like every so often something like freakish happens and it gets converted.
Yeah.
Right. It's a true desperation play.
They should push it up a little bit more to make it just a little like, because I mean, obviously people don't want to do it because if you don't give it, you're basically giving them the opposite team a possession in field goal range. So I think if you move it or something, there's got to be some way that they can make it a little bit more exciting and encourage people to try it.
I think my always thought on the onside kick is that you try to kick it up high and you bring in tall guys who try to like slap the ball. But the other team has to it has to go 10 yards, right? So then you
10 yards
tall guys, and you try to get a high bounce, and then you almost like defenders off the backboard. You get like your defensive ends out there to jump ball. Yeah. But,
I mean, I'm in.
Kicking a
we'll
ball
figure that
with
out.
Foot.
Yeah.
It's an oddly shaped ball. It's all luck.
Yeah, kind of. But then it's like you watch like rugby players and they're just like really good at it. Like on the run, they're kicking the ball.
Listen, hand up. I don't watch a lot of rugby
players.
I
can't speak to that.
So I'm gonna stop myself right there. Can't comment. Sorry.
All right. So in addition to my two early takes, this is when my other meeting canceled. I ran a whole bunch of other just statistics. This is we'll start with this first because this is basically where I got my Giants top 5 pressure rate from. I did some research on a few different segments. Maybe we can. Some I would like to come back to. Maybe weekly. Maybe throughout the season. But this is basically we'll start with this stat. The stat that's lying to you. This is my section. I want to keep an eye out for the whole season. Sacks without pressure rate. Those are bullshit stats. If they're getting some teams getting a bunch of sacks, but they're not actually pressuring the quarterback, fluky stat. Similar to
like
kind of what
this is you talking about the Giants, but okay.
Just for that one. The rest of these, kind of what Mike was just talking about also. Completion percentage without target depth on a quarterback, who cares? Total defense without opponent quality, doesn't matter. rushing yards without success rate doesn't matter, and then turnovers without actually like looking and seeing if they were repeatable. Fluke turnovers and I don't care about those. Mike and I, we've talked about this on this podcast a million times
Turnover
before.
luck is a huge part of the NFL. Yeah.
Yep. How many like there's nothing more frustrating than seeing a stat line where your quarterback has 2 interceptions, but it's like they were both tipped off it's the Eli Manning tipped off the hands and go like and
not the Trevor Lawrence where he just didn't see the linebacker and threw it right to him.
There's a difference there, linebacker blindness. But it's just going with your Zay Flowers thing. It's like, yeah, Zay Flowers, you look at his numbers, it's one thing, but if you examine the games where he actually went off, it's like, oh, he had 9 receptions for 146 yards in a loss where they were already down and throwing the ball. It's like that's different than 7 receptions and 146 yards in a game where they, won 27-20.
I like that. I like coming up with a bogus stat of the week.
Yes.
Somebody's an inflated. We'll just be
I love that.
Hater stat.
I'm going to write that
We're
down.
Be haters.
Bogus stat of the week. Yep.
This is the
bogus
year
stat
of the
week.
We're the haters.
Okay.
We got to come up with our best hater. Like, hey, good game, not.
Yeah. Love that. That kind of goes perfectly into this was basically for me, so I think this is maybe just me having a therapy session. The we're not falling for this again segment.
Again?
No, we're not falling for this again. These are things I always fall for. An undefeated preseason team, or even like this kind of goes along Hard Knocks team. It's a little different this year, obviously, because they're literally just following the Super Bowl champs. I will always, especially for fantasy, whatever, I will hook, line, and sinker. This team looks great, and believe in them way too long into the season. You're like, oh, they showed something. And it's like, no, they never really did. Veteran in the best shape of their life. I don't know if you guys have any people off the top of your head. We can also think of these for the next couple weeks coming up, or as we start seeing more of this the stuff coming out from preseason. We got to keep it
looked better.
Keep something.
Where'd
you see that guy? Just random.
Veteran signing for the Buffalo Bills. He is in the best shape of his life, so yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a great stat.
All right, it's
great,
good.
Whatever that is. Is that a stat? Storyline.
This reminds me of every year for the last 5 years of Zeke's career at the Cowboys. It would be like,
yeah.
This year Zeke's looking super skinny, super fast, super explosive, and then it was all same old 3 yards in a cloud of dust every year.
And his belly hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it would be the same story.
It's the Luka Doncic. It's the same thing. Like Luka, Joel Embiid got to stop drinking. He didn't drink Shirley Temple's all fall. He's ready.
That's good. That's clean.
And he comes back. He's still huffing and puffing in the first quarter. Sorry, go ahead.
The sweatiest man there ever was. So sweaty.
So like he's running for
sweats
his
so
life.
much.
It's like the game just tipped off.
These two are kind of go against Sarah. What you said. These are ones I got to protect myself from because these are the ones I've been hurt from many times. Rookie quarterback dominating 7-on-7. I just watched Carson Beck look really good. They were saying that he was throwing uncatchable balls. He was looking incredible. He might be starting sooner than expected. Set in 7-on-7. Don't fall for that. This one, very much me, right here, Sarah. There's a lot of growth going on in the mirror. Defense that looks incredible against your own bad offense. Don't fall for that. That's hurt me every year. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna fucking shut down. We're not letting up anything in practice. We look unbelievable. And then you go out week 1 against the Cowboys and get 42 dropped on us, and it's like, oh fuck, we were just playing against our own shitty offense. That's a problem.
Which is why we're keeping an eye on pressure rate.
Yeah, yeah. See, the pressure rate is real. Sacks don't matter. Pressure rate does. And then receiver who's developing chemistry and catching 4 passes in practice. So sometimes I got had by the
Keon Coleman Award.
Keon Coleman.
Yep.
Oh God.
Good thing my receivers have chemistry. The Gaudis.
They're Gaudis.
The Gaudis.
The Gaudis have no problem with that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like Cooper Kupp had us. Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford got us, and now every year, every year I hear somebody eating breakfast, doing something together, and it's like now I believe it, and it's like no, they're just boys, and maybe they stink.
Cooper Kupp's still on the Seahawks. I had just assumed he retired. He did not.
Yeah,
He's still
good for him.
Wow.
Good for him.
He'll find his way onto my fantasy football team during
Without a
sad
doubt.
week.
Without a doubt.
Dude, guys, really quick. I'll be super fast. I got sent my old because it's a keeper league for fantasy football, and so they sent the old lineups, and my team finished with like a pretty good record. What a dog shit team. It's so funny what happens in fantasy. Very quickly, Josh Allen, obviously, and sadly I can't keep him. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Emeka Ibuka, James Cook the third. I don't know why. I'm reading.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, Brenton Strange, Lad McConkey, fine. Chris Boswell, the Texans defense carried me. Here's my bench. Aaron Jones, I don't think he's in the NFL anymore.
All-time secret bad hairline.
Troy Franklin, kind of good. Chubba Hubbard, Wandell Robinson, Jalen Wright, and Jawar Jordan. Who the hell is Jawar Jordan?
That sounds made up.
That's desperate times. End of the year fantasy football. I've researched it. If three guys go down on the Dolphins, he's going to fucking start. I think he's on the Dolphins. I don't know.
He was on
Needless to say, I'm not keeping him.
He's on the Texans.
Even worse. I hate the Texans.
He was selected by the Texans in the 2024
They were
draft.
so injured back last year, so you probably thought he was going to do something.
Oh, my gosh. I had like a little PTSD. Like, I don't know. Is there a fantasy? You get into like one fantasy league pretty hard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like one of them you have to, like, it's a long season. You have to get into it.
This one I pour like my heart and soul into, and it's just so funny when you like come up when the high wears off, and I look back at this team, and I'm like, what the fuck was I spending 50 hours looking at?
Yeah, I loved this.
Awful.
What happened? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm with you.
Anyways.
That's good. And then I don't have answers for these yet. I didn't have time to put all my answers in, but this is maybe something we can go through on our 3-parter in a couple weeks. These are my
part 3?
Yeah. I want you guys to start thinking. These are my narrative futures. I think these will be fun to try to pick. Basically, instead of actually doing like our gambling picks, we can just try to find these in the media. I want the first coach that's going to be labeled a genius. I want the first quarterback to be declared broken. Or the first veteran accused of being washed. I want the first rookie to be labeled a steal. So who's somebody late first round or something? It's like, oh, that guy. I unfortunately the only guy, the first guy I thought of, like that's going to be fucking Caleb Downs or something. Like it's some bullshit. It's going to make me really upset.
It's the guy on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's already happening. Some receiver.
Well, do you have?
They can't believe what they have. I'm like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
It's classic.
Taylor
Do
Swift
you have any-
media control.
Yeah. Oh, do you have anybody else? You guys already have any first thoughts on these? The first coach to be called a genius. I feel like everybody's already sucking this. Todd Monken off. Or no, not Monken. Who's the guy? Who's the?
No, they're not.
I'm like,
Who's the guy? Not no. Who's the guy on the Ravens now? Monken was on the Ravens as
we
an
need an
assistant.
update section.
I know.
Like,
Yeah,
That's
well,
true.
That should be another thing. Maybe we do like
That should be the
where are
fourth
they
part.
now?
guys, Mike McCarthy's back as a head coach.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See him.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
forget
I'm well
about.
aware. I'm well aware.
Yeah, we need a refresher. We need a refresher.
This is like the
Coach of
third time on the podcast.
Jesse Minter.
Yep. Everybody is already. This guy. That's the next. He's the next genius.
What about Joe Brady?
No, I don't think so. But he could be. I mean, he's in contention. He's in contention because he's one of the new guys. Like nobody's going to come out and say like a Kubiak also. Nobody's going to come out and say. I guess maybe with whatever this horrible concussion that
Shanahan.
that Shanahan has. Maybe he's just a genius now. What if he just starts calling plays in Mandarin? What if he becomes a better coach because he has one of those like he's just synesthesia or something? He just starts seeing colors and like can perfectly like or
Seems like he might
seeing
already do
colors,
that, honestly. He seems
hearing
like a weird
colors.
guy.
Yeah. First quarter.
Wait,
Yeah.
seeing colors? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I really thought I got away with that one. That felt like a perfect Sara piss her pants laugh at me at. Yeah.
What
I knew
turn-
This guy's
you were
hearing
stumbling through
sounds.
it. You were stumbling through it. I let you have it.
All right, fuck off. It doesn't get worse.
He's reading words. As a genius.
Drawing shapes.
He's able to drive while reaching in the pocket of his seat to get his cell phone that he definitely wasn't texting on. Yeah, right.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. And then first fan. But who's going to be the first backup quarterback started? Not injury wise. Like obviously injuries don't count. Who's going to be the first quarterback benched? So I want to marinate on these a bit.
Michael Penix, everybody.
And Tua's coming.
Tua's coming. That team. Kurt, I kind of think Kurt's going to be good.
No, I think he is too. I feel like he's gonna they're gonna want to save him.
I think Kurt's going to play all year. I did just watch the quarterback show on Netflix. I never watch them because every year hurts. Now I got a baby, so I got nothing else to do but watch. So Kurt, I kind of like Kurt. He's pretty.
He was very likable.
Somebody did
Look
this.
at that guy. Come in your
Las
trap.
Vegas,
take over
baby.
your trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tua's gonna. The Falcons are a disaster because they have so much talent, and Michael Penix and Tua are going to kill that team. Penix isn't good.
Tua's really good.
He's so bad. I can't.
There's
believe
nobody.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
there's
my
nobody
God,
that
he's their
throws.
backup.
There's nobody that throws a more catchable ball than Tua. It's just always to the other team. It is just the lamest duck.
It seems like Malik Willis might already be not the starter for the Dolphins. Have you seen that?
No, really?
Yeah, like not going well over there.
Who
That's the
is
word
their
on the
backup?
street. It's Quinn Ewers.
Oof.
Yep. I'm sure they paid him, but I think he's got a short leash. What about in
That
Tennessee?
stinks.
What if thank you.
Cam
And what
Wharton.
if Will Levis? He's already out barking.
Is he still on the Titans?
Yeah.
I think so. Huge piece on that guy.
Can we make
That's
that a
a-
segment?
Yeah.
Part 6?
just guys whose shit gets leaked. I'm on the cutting edge
Loves
of that.
mayo.
I got
What do we know
alerts
about
on.
Will Levis? Sasha
Yeah.
knows huge piece, loves men.
Yeah. Lives in Tennessee.
There you go.
That's it. I think that's really all. Yeah. All right. I should have left that out. My bad.
Who's That's okay. Freudian slip.
Yeah. That wasn't a slip. I just said that
was
with
an
my
announcement.
chest.
That was an announcement.
I think I'll hear. You want me to get some of the smoke off of you? I sometimes think about Jamal Murray for the wrong reasons randomly throughout the year.
Yep.
And I always
Yep.
just shut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Draymond for me too.
And LeBron that time that he pulled his penis out on national television.
Yeah, that one was different though. That one's just an accidental, post-exercise dick. That wasn't like a. I didn't take a picture and accidentally send it out to the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Dwight Howard.
I don't remember that one. I remember Greg Oden.
Oh, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Greg
I
Oden.
got that
My
framed. I got that framed as a Secret Santa one year. 8.5 by 11. That was just the measurements of his piece. That was
Greg
that's
Oden,
enormous.
all time.
Everybody needs.
Hall
You got to
of Fame.
Google that. Yeah, he was a 7-footer. I don't even know what he
Better
measured. I
have
don't
extra
even.
memory on your computer if you try to Google it. It's a big
Yeah.
file.
That's crazy.
Well.
Sarah, what's your
What do you
favorite?
even do it? What do you even do with that thing?
I don't get on this corner.
No wonder he didn't work out in the NBA.
Yeah, didn't need to.
God.
According to his face, apparently having that shit ages you too. The dude looked 40.
It sucked his powers.
There's no blood left. Oh, good for him. All right. Well, that's as good of a kick to heat check as any.
And that was two guys talking about penises.
Yeah. Sarah's signing off. Well, Sarah, why don't you lead us off? Yeah.
My
All right,
AC's
good.
taking
Let's
over,
keep it
sorry.
cool in there. Well, that's all right. Well, lead us off with a heat check. You got any bets for us?
I do. I'm going to stick with the football theme for this week, and I am going to go with the Carolina Panthers. It was -1.5 when I looked earlier. I doubt it's like moving crazy or anything like that. Versus the Cardinals in the Hall of Fame game at +100. I don't know, 1.5 I feel like they'll
Could
win.
go anyway. You never know. Take
You
it,
would-
see
it's
what
a gamble.
happens.
Yeah.
Right. You're at +100. Whatever. Let's hope the Panthers do it. They should be a better team. You never know. I like it. I am taking an NFL future because I just couldn't get myself to bet in the MLB, mostly because I didn't see too many odds I liked for tomorrow's games at the time of recording this, and I just couldn't do a WNBA. So I'm taking an NFL future. I am going to put some real USD on the Browns under 5.5 wins. That is +110. They stink. They're a bad team. I don't think they're getting to 6 wins. We don't know who their quarterback is. I'm shocked that the line is 5.5. I thought it was going to be 4.5. I feel like I'm getting an extra win there, and it's +110. I'm in the plus money, so I'm absolutely taking the Browns under 5.5 wins at +110.
Should does.
I like it.
All right, we're getting Deshaun, baby.
You think so?
I think so. You see Jerry Jeudy, what he was flashing the 4 on his live stream or whatever. Like, who's the best quarterback in the room? He was like, 4, baby.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Shadussi.
Shadus. Okay, we'll see. Well, then I feel equally as good about under 5.5.
All right, I'm going to do another future as well, I guess. These will not be one of my key. You know what?
Because you still have Hall of Fame game under 36.5. By the way, you still have that.
By the
going
way,
into
that
this
line's
week, which
moved.
I like.
We've done it together.
What is it?
We moved the line. It's 35.5 now.
That's good. You
Still
get that
sharp.
Got to get that extra point if you got in early.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling a big year too for me. I have taken some well-needed time away from gambling, and I've started to realize who I really am, and that's a football guy. And
Through and through.
what we had to have to preload what my record was 2 years ago because I'm gonna beat it. I know we were doing the road to 40.
33, 19, and 1.
I'm gonna win us a lot of money this year, so stay tuned.
Love this.
With that being said, I might lose us some money, and hopefully people are gonna hear this in time. I'm telling you, the Cubs are gonna beat the Dodgers today. That's for sure.
Okay. Cubs
But,
are beating
I mean,
Scooble.
this might not come out in time.
Yes.
It's Cubs are +174. The Cubs are going to win. That's all. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
But I will. The Wyndham Championship for golf. This will be my last
Yes.
golf bet of the year.
I saw that was
I'm
going
going
on.
to pick top 5.
Okay.
Keegan Bradley at +680.
Ooh. I like +680 a lot. Okay. Is anybody even playing stuff? Because like all the majors are over. This is just anything
Cam
you like
Newton's
about
out
Keegan,
there.
right? And he's a favorite, right?
Yeah, no, not really. This is my last week of just throwing out ideas. Just ideas. Honestly, guys, here's my best bet. Stack chips. Get ready because we're going to unload.
Go make some money because we got put some bullets in the chamber.
That's right.
That's good. So, beautiful. All right. Sarah's taking the Panthers -1.1.5 in the Hall of Fame game at +100. I am taking the Browns under 5.5 wins at +110 on the whole season. Mike, little side bet, taking the Cubs +174 today against Tarek Skubal. And in the Wyndham Championship, he's taking Keegan Bradley to hit top 5 at +680. And then if you still want people to take the under 35.5 if they didn't take it last week on the Hall of Fame game.
Yes.
Just take it. Always take the under.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
in this game, sure.
Yeah. And if you like taking unders, this is where you got to take it because I doubt we'll give many out for the rest of the season. Mike doesn't like an under.
I don't like unders. It's a terrible way to watch football.
Not fun. So, as always, thank you guys so much for listening. As I mentioned before, we got a whole bunch of good episodes coming up. AFC preview next week of the North, South, and West, followed by all the rest I said earlier in the show. So, please like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. We love you, we appreciate you, and we will talk to you next week.
I'm drunk and outside. Good vibe.
Hold on. Shout out Valatia Bar and Grill. Jeffrey.
Oh, sorry.
If you're
Shout
a real
out Jeffrey.
man, if you're a real man, you'll come on and preview the Rams AFC West. The invite has been laid.
Turn up the place. Everybody matching the place. Turn up the place. We outside till morning day. Pass me the rum. We outside for fun. Hey, hey, hey. I'm drunk and outside. Pass me the rum. We outside for fun. Hey, hey, hey. I'm drunk and outside. Hands up high, wave to the sky. Everybody loose, nobody shy. Dance all night under the light. Whole crew outside. Yeah, the vibe too nice. Rum in my cup, DJ turn it up. Everybody moving, nobody giving